So the law of averages is the worst case scenario possible.
What a world we live in, I guess.
I want to say. True.
I think it's true.
I think it's false.
I'm gonna go with false for that.
When you approach that and they're in the same field and they're doing the same work, the gap is almost non-existent.
I've never really heard anyone like bring up that argument saying like, oh yes, but even so, I don't know really.
True. True. Yeah. Is it? Sounds like something that'd be true. True.
And number 2 is what percentage of women who graduated from high school earn less than men?
Part of me wants to go for the highest one.
I was going for
50.
C.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
If
50
you
to
pick C,
59%?
you'll get at least 25%. So let's go.
Or less than that. I think the first one. 30.
First one.
Yeah, there's around 40.
30
Probably.
39%?
Probably the highest. Yeah.
60 to 69.
Yeah.
40 to 49%.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 60 to 69%. Very low.
Oh, Travis.
60, 69% lower.
Through the past few years, women have been getting more pay, but they've still at that low point.
It's as depressing as the last answer and not as much fun as the first question we got asked about how often people menstruate.
In 1 in 3 women will experience sexual violence in their lifetime. True or false?
Probably true. Yeah.
More than
True.
True.
True. Yeah. I haven't heard that, but it seems true.
True.
Probably true.
True.
I would say that's true.
I'd say that's false. Maybe around 1 out of 8. I mean, 3 is a very low number. I mean, 1 out of 3 is that's like a third of the population. It's definitely happening.
Mhm.
But
But you don't think it's 1 in 3?
I don't think it's one.
Yeah, we're not having fun anymore.
Because from what I know, at least from what I've heard, women face a lot of discrimination and harassment. So
Yeah, what a shame.
Women around the world aged 15 to 44 are more at risk from rape and domestic violence than from cancer and car accidents. Truth or false? True.
I would say there are different perspectives of it. Not having enough education, having been drugged a lot.
15 to 44. It's a wide range. I'm saying false.
I'm going with absolutely true.
Yeah, true.
Can I just go back to the idealism and just be like, no, cancer kills more.
Yeah, because we want to believe that
That we're not the worst thing.
we're not the worst piece.
That we're not the thing that's killing them more than the horrible disease mutation.
From
actually, I
cancer.
think I'm gonna go with truth for that question. I think I'm gonna go with yeah. I'm gonna say I've heard stories of kids, like female girls from just being teenagers, from 16-year-olds all the way to basically 44-year-olds being assaulted. So, stories go around pretty fast of this kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
I would say that's a pretty good number. Yeah. I know that for a fact people die of about 1,000 people die of malaria every month. So, compared to if it's higher than that, then
I don't want to believe that.
What rank is the United States in the world for women's representation in government?
Is that like 4th?
4th.
Actually?
I mean, you guys guess. Yeah.
Probably
like 40 something.
Think of
Probably in
years,
the
yeah.
middle.
4.
Yeah, like
59.
59.
Nordic Peninsula.
just
Probably
somewhere
really
over
people. Yeah. I'm going with 100. I feel like it's far back.
85.
85?
Yes. So we're the lowest? Yeah.
The only time I've
That is the
normally
logic that has been the whole thing.
Yeah, no. Like
Normally,
that's
the only
super
time that
obvious.
the U.S. is actually up there is, I believe it's.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with
that too. That is-
127th.
specific.
Top 30, I would say. Top 20 or maybe top 30.
Europe is probably way on top.
I know number one is like 100.
Really?
Yeah.
Top 20, I would say, because still in government level there are senators and policymakers.
Three. I mean, I would say it's in the top 10 at least. I would say it's in the top 10. Because I know America supports a lot of women's rights.
I would go with
The top 10 to top 5, something like that.
It's probably between 10 and 15. I would say.
I would
know
say
it's not first two. I don't know what number though.
if I would say a random number, I'd say 20 to 30.
Yeah, the answer is really close. 104th out of 180. Yeah, you almost got
Let's
it.
let's not take too much pride in that. You were here out of here.
I knew it. We're scumbags.
Wow. Did
Still
not
like-
see that coming.
Oh, he bamboozled.
I mean, still, either way, I would have gotten it wrong. So
4.
And so you would think it would be America would be more progressive than many countries, but I guess not.
I know the representation of them in the government was, I know it wasn't like high, but besides that, I didn't know the age ranges. 15 to 44, that was the most surprising for me.
It's as depressing as I thought it would be, but it's not something that I think we shouldn't talk about.
For some reason, all of my cousins decided, the rest of my family was like, we're having daughters. My dad was the only one that was like, I'm having a son. So having female cousins and hearing from them just the garbage that they've had to go through, I'm just disappointed.
Surprising. Yeah.
Didn't
Weren't
know that.
expecting it.
What do you think about equality?
People the same.
Everybody gets the same.
The slice of the
shot
pie.
at the same amount. It's like everybody gets the same
That's true.
True.
chance to get the amount of whatever they want.
Equality of opportunity.
Yeah.
If you're ever in like a position, probably pay them the same amount as the other workers.
You know, just don't be a bad
Don't be a
person.
don't be a dick.
Being the same is kind of like, women are still silenced and almost ignored. Even though, America still gives the image of women being in, solid, strong positions.
well, I was thinking like not just letting the voices be heard, but I also think like actually actively pushing for their voices to be heard. Like, just so when I hear just letting their voices be heard, I just think of like let her talk,
Mm-hmm.
and it's more like be quiet and let her talk, Everyone has to be more educated into and telling them that this is women are the same,
I'm surprised.
Guys,
Very
actually,
surprised.
we learned
I
something.
think I'm gonna be going around asking people as well, because I really.
I mean, I think this is good to spread awareness. Y'all asking questions, this is good to spread awareness. And, treating women with more respect is, I think, very important. Some aspects in life where men can do better than women. There are some aspects in life.
There are aspects where women can
Do better than men at the same time. So
it's more equity than
Yeah.
equality. I think.
I think there has to be a perfect balance in between.
Yeah.
I mean, the balance is very hard to reach, but